Alert.
Bomber
Railgun down.
Set to launch.
Hostiles designated. Trackers assigned.
Dialed in.
Battle cruiser is facing resistor. Position marked. Hostile armor incoming. Alert. Carrier taking fire. Enemy fighters have engaged. Engines on. Hostile interceptor destroyed. Siege cruiser verified in the AO. Respond. Interceptor taking fire. The captain. Armored vehicle has been destroyed. Our bomber is under enemy fire.
Green line confirmed.
Combat alert. Bomber destroyed.
Salvager copies. RU coordinates acquired.
Enemy railgun eliminated.
Identified RU site on scanner. Conducting sweep.
Ready.
Enemy armor disabled.
Hacking unit. Commandeering target vehicle. EMP. Confirmed target lock. Receiving. Full power. Move.
Armored vehicle
To PC. We have a flight of bombers on standby. Clear out Gaussian anti-aircraft units so we can deploy.
hostile incoming. Confirm Sakala.
The Sedim bombers will be highly effective at neutralizing clusters of units.
Engines on.
Recommend we target the AA units in their path.
Go for orders.
Coordinates confirmed.
Hostile range craft destroyed.
We read you.
CU deposit depleted.
PC gun. Hostile armor eliminated. Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated. We've got
Gaussian bombers detected.
visual.
Reading you, command. Move out.
A railgun taking effective fire.
Displace to that CU field. We read you.
Ready. Reading you.
Missile barrage detected. They're targeting both the Sakala and the Kapisi. Initiate evasive action.
Alert. Hostile bomber sighted.
Go ahead.
Multiple missile signatures detected. Missile barrage in the air. Runner. We need a red alert. Command carrier taking fire. Alert. Railgun lost. Armored vehicle has been destroyed.
Fire.
Enemy armor disabled. Get us moving.
Salvager ready. Advance to mark CUs.
Strike fighter taking hostile fire. Alert. Strike fighter destroyed. Tracking armored craft on approach. Alert. Friendly taking hostile fire.
Incoming Gaussian strike fighters detected. Deploy AA units immediately.
Support ready. Repair their critical systems first.
Report. Battle report. Enemy production cruiser destroyed.
Marked position.
All right. Just like we rehearsed. Reading. Take her apart.
Hostile on sensors. Authentication pending. Enemy airstrike inbound. Alert. Carrier in contact. Fire. Enemy fighters have engaged. Hostile interceptor down. Reading. New sector designated. Move out.
Runner. Focus the repair on primary systems. CU field expended.
Get a turret up. Make sure it's combat ready.
CU site exhausted.
Deploy a turret on that location.
Ready. Send. Coordinates confirmed.
Send message.
Go ahead.
Move order confirmed.
Armor vehicle taking effective fire. Allied craft has been engaged. Provide fire support. This is the captain. Alert. hostile siege cruiser sighted.
Ready for orders. RU coordinates.
Alert,
acquired.
battle cruiser is taking fire. Position marked. Armored vehicle lost. Ready, send. Alert, railgun down. Alert, hostile battle cruiser inbound. Unidentified craft on approach. Mark the bearing. Hostile railguns have opened up. We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate.
Reporting.
Enemy armor on approach.
Come on, fix this.
Research completed. Support ready. New coordinates verified.
Hostile armor eliminated. Runner, go ahead. Alert, a battle cruiser has been destroyed.
Set heat exchange switches in that area with the turret. Just remember to reset if we hit contact.
CU field depleted. Ready.
This is the captain.
Copy that. Coordinates confirmed.
Armored vehicle is taking fire.
CU deposit depleted.
Alert, friendly taking hostile fire. Armored vehicle has been destroyed. Reading.
This is Rachel. Go ahead. Brenner copies. Reading you.
What can I do more than one?
Reading you. Brenner copies.
Capisi copies.
Standing by. New heading set.
Missile barrage. Sakala, move to avoid.
Galcian strike fighters have launched towards the Capisi.
Runner. Science officer en route.
Make sure we collect it all. Don't leave anything behind.
Galcian missile barrage detected. Take evasive action. Make ready. Alert. Allied carrier taking hostile fire. Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation. Enemy contacts on. Hostile interceptor destroyed.
Weapon range systems currently active.
Hostile armor incoming. Interceptor taking hostile fire. Runner. Alert. Strike fighter lost.
CU's exhausted.
We need a turret set. Allied craft has been engaged. Provide fire support.
Dispatcher.
Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
Dispatcher. Ah.
Attention. Reading.
CU site exhausted.
Galcian bombers detected. They have vectored their way towards the Sakala.
Capisi copies. New heading set.
Railgun reading you.
Salvager online.
Salvager copies. Identified RU site on scanner. Conducting sweep.
Salvager online.
Alert. Hostile bomber on approach.
Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
Enemy bombers on approach. This is the captain.
Yeah,
Damage
dispatcher.
assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust. Standing by. Repair their critical systems first. Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
Keep an eye on the array levels. Report anything unusual.
Overheat. What should
Hostile
I
on
do?
sensors. Authentication pending. Armor vehicle taking effective fire. Alert, friendly taking hostile fire.
Be advised, system heat levels are stabilizing.
Enemy railgun firing on friendlies.
Carrier warning, heat levels are spiking. Reroute power to avoid system damage. Warning, systems overheating. Feed power into main cooling system. Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Armored vehicle lock. Systems on. We've got a salvager under fire.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
Ready. Enemy armor disabled.
CU field expended.
Get a turret up. Make sure it's got a railgun under fire.
Runner, Rachel moving out.
Enemy railgun eliminated. Attention. Alert. Enemy heavy cruiser detected. Unknown inbound. Designating hostile. This is the captain. New sector designated. Move out. New sector designated. Move out.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
Coordinates confirmed.
Enemy strike fighters approaching the Sakala.
How can I avoid this series here?
Attention.
Oh, shit. This series.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
The galaxy has approached.
Operations update. RUs in the region have been drained.
Make ready. Enemy airstrike inbound. Alert.
Cruise missile silos online.
Fighters have engaged.
Cruise missiles will decimate clustered enemy forces and static defenses at extreme range.
Damage caused by overheat. Adjust. Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
Salvager has been engaged.
Boom.
Target set. Launch. Alert. Salvager destroyed.
Fly, baby, fly.
Missile barrage detected. Capisi, take evasive action.
That's it?
Battle report. Hostile battle cruiser eliminated.
This is Rachel, go ahead. Focus the repair on primary systems.
Multiple missile signatures detected. Missile barrage in the air.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
Alert. Red alert. Carrier taking fire. Hostile interceptor down. Alert. Carrier hull at 75% integrity.
Support ready.
Reporting. Deploy a turret on that location.
Salvager online.
Support ready. Get a turret up. Make sure it's combat ready.
Salvager online.
Defend that area with a turret.
Reporting. Repair the critical systems first.
We're ready for orders. Displace to that CU field. Salvager copies. Advance to mark CUs.
Reading.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
Warning. Carrier hull passing 75%. Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed. Reading.
CUs exhausted.
The armor on approach. Capisi got me.
Strike fighter
Armored
approach
vehicle is
vectors
taking
dialed in.
fire. Attack course set. The railgun is taking effective fire. Hostile railguns have opened up.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
Alert. Siege cruiser verified in the AO.
CU field.
Respond. Reading. Alert. Hostile battle cruiser inbound. Anti-air turret
Ready.
under fire.
Focus the repair on primary systems.
Alert. Railgun lost.
Thank you.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
Alert.
Adjust.
We're taking hostile fire.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
I don't know what to do.
We've got a salvager under fire. Alert. Salvager lost.
Get us moving.
Make ready. Authenticate.
Keep your screens clear. New information. Salvage are ready to get deep. Advance to mark CUs.
Battle report. Hostile siege cruiser eliminated.
Enemy strike fighters approaching the Kapisi.
Launch authentic.
Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat.
Exact. Missile
Adjust.
away. Tracking armored craft on approach. Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation.
Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
We've got hostile on sensors. Confirm.
Okay,
Calcian bombers
I'll keep
detected.
cool.
They're targeting the Kapisi.
Ready. Hostile interceptor destroyed. Red alert. Command carrier taking fire. Alert. Carrier taking fire. Enemy fighters have engaged. Location. Reading you, command.
This is Rachel. Go ahead. Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
The captain. Hostile bomber down.
Strike fighter approach.
We got a railgun under fire. Attack course set. Alert. Enemy heavy cruiser detected. Alert. Anti-air turret post destroyed. Armor vehicle taking effective fire.
Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
Hostile range craft destroyed. Reporting. Alert. Railgun down. This is the captain.
Strike fighter
Alert.
approach.
Carrier hull at 75% integrity. Systems online. Ready to burn. Attention. Battle report. Enemy honor guard cruiser destroyed.
Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
Hostile armor incoming. Enemy contacts on the board.
Missile barrage detected. They're targeting both the Sakala and the Kapisi. Initiate.
Ready. Send. Gaussian missile barrage detected. Take evasive action. Alert. Rachel is in contact. Warning.
Ready.
Carrier hull passing 75%. Alert. Allied carrier taking hostile fire.
Come on.
The MTL.
Damage assessment in.
Materials tracked.
Carrier has suffered damage
We're
caused by
looking
overheat.
good, as
Adjust.
usual.
Interceptor taking fire. Reading. Alert. Strike fighter destroyed.
Warning. Carrier remains in
Line
overheat.
confirmed. Engines on. Allied craft has been engaged. Provide fire support. Support ready. Hostile armor eliminated. There's Gaussian in the area. Get that mine up. Set.
Research completed.
Threat mapping. Attention. Battle report. Hostile battle cruiser eliminated. A railgun is taking effective fire.
Warning.
Like this.
Carrier remains in
Cruise
overheat.
missile launch coordinates. Cleared the launch. Enemy railgun eliminated.
CU site exhausted.
Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated.
We read you.
Enemy airstrike inbound. We've detected something. Can you confirm visual?
Moving the site. Salvage your copies.
Be advised. Tracking hostiles.
Identified RU site on scanner. Conducting sweep.
Hostile interceptor down.
Incoming Gaussian strike fighters detected. Deploy AA units immediately.
Coming in. Stay alert.
Runner, go ahead.
Damage assessment in.
Defended area with
Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust. Warning. Carrier remains in overheat. Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn. Runner. Alerting. Hostile battle cruiser inbound. Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach. Strike fighter taking fire. They got me locked in. Fire. One of our turrets is taking fire. Ready. Send. Outpost just went down.
Message. Deploy a turret. I'm not looking.
Enemy railgun firing on friendly.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
Make ready. Alert. Support craft has been engaged. Hostile range craft destroyed.
Warning.
Ready.
Carrier remains in overheat.
Set up mines. Get on it.
Kapisi copies.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in. Railgun operational.
Vector dialed in. We're in the pipe.
Armored assault online. Light attack vehicle online.
Alert. Railgun lost. Hostile armor incoming.
Ready.
Hostiles designated. Trackers assigned.
Get a turret up. Make sure it's combat ready.
Railgun online.
Ready. Armor's en route. Armor ready. Green line confirmed.
Salvager online.
We're ready for
CU
orders.
deposit depleted.
RU coordinates.
Warning.
Hard.
Carrier remains in overheat.
This is the captain. Weapons, stand by for cruise missile launch coordinates. Target locked, fire.
Strike fighter ready for
Reading.
service. Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
Alert, hostile strike fighter in circulation.
Warning.
Let's
Carrier
see.
remains in overheat.
Alert, hostile siege cruiser sighted. Sakala, missile barrage inbound on your coordinates. Wait. Alert, enemy heavy cruiser detected.
CU field expended.
Target 2 right, clear to engage. Interceptor taking hostile fire.
Only one.
Multiple missile signatures detected. Missile barrage in the air. Contact, enemy armor, bearing designated. Alert, red alert, allied carrier.
Galcian bombers detected. They're targeting the Kapisi.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
PC copies. We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate.
CU field depleted. Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
Our bomber is taking fire. Combat alert. Bomber lost. Alert. Hostile bomber.
Galcian strike fighters have launched towards the Kapisi.
This is the captain. Get us moving.
Go for east. Get us underway.
Railgun operational.
Unknown inbound. Designating hostile.
Warning. Carrier remains in overheat. Strike fighter approach vector dialed in. Damage assessment in.
Attack.
Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
Send message.
Railgun online.
Armored vehicle is taking fire. AA turret taking fire.
Enemy contact. Get a turret up. Watch your level. The second we're full, you get us back from.
Railgun operational.
Interceptor taking fire. Alert. Hostile battle cruiser inbound.
Lay down mines. Move.
Make ready.
Railgun online.
Alert. Siege cruiser verified in the AO. Respond. Alert. Support taking hostile fire. Set.
Yes.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
Op ready. Move.
Alert. Turret destroyed.
Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
PC copy.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the pipe. Cruise missile launch ready. Target set. Launch. Armored craft on approach.
Warning. The remaining enemy
board. Make ready. Your PC moving up.
Reporting. We need a turret set in place. Runner copies. Defend that area with the turret.
Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
Alert. Carrier hull at 75% integrity. Hostile light attack vehicle detected. Heading set.
Make sure you got to fix
Anti-air
this.
turret under fire.
Systems.
Salvager ready.
Strike craft destroyed.
Identified Argus site on scanner. Conduct run
Alert. Railgun down.
We're ready for
Armor vehicle taking effective fire. We got a railgun under fire. Alert. Missile battery lost.
Acquired. Moving the site.
Reading. Alert. Support craft has been engaged. Enemy armor on
Strike
approach.
fighter approach vector dialed in.
Green light. Alert. Anti-air turret post lost.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust. Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
We've detected something. Can you confirm visual? Alert.
Galcian strike fighters have been launched against the Sakala.
Way.
Go ahead. Move confirmed.
Combat alert. Support craft lost. Enemy airstrike
Ready.
inbound. Hostile designated. Mark bearing.
Go for ranged. Railgun reading you. Get us underway.
Attention.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
Alert. Carrier is taking fire. Enemy fighters have engaged. Hostile interceptor down. Alert. Hostile siege cruiser headed.
Warning. Carrier remains in overheat.
Enemy armor disabled.
Make sure it's all documented before you start pulling. Identified Argus site on scanner. Conducting sweep. Salvager ready. Copy. Moving. RU coordinates acquired. Moving the site.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
We read you.
Return for decommission and fleet reassignment.
Attention.
Let's go to kill him
Warning.
now.
Carrier remains in overheat.
Reading.
Move to guard craft.
Make ready. Your PC moving up.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust. Warning. Carrier remains in overheat. Strike fighter approach
Alert.
vector
Siege
dialed
cruiser
in.
verified in the AO. Attack vector down. Respond. We're in the strike fighter. Take
Galcian bombers detected.
alert. Hostile battle cruiser inbound.
Let's go.
The captain. Alert. Strike fighter lost. Target on the board. Alert. Hostile bomber on approach. A railgun is taking effective fire. Missile sequence. Fire support. Target. Alert. Fire.
Warning.
Is in
Carrier
contact.
remains in overheat.
All hostile detect. Alert. Visual railgun destroyed. Alert. Carrier is taking fire. Warning. Carrier hull passing 75%.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
Alert. Hostile LAV down.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
Tracking armored craft on approach. Salvager has been engaged.
Reporting. Focus the repair on primary systems.
Attention! Battle report. Hostile siege cruiser eliminated. Warning. Carrier hull is at half.
For primary disassembly sections.
Ready. Repair the critical systems first.
Enemy strike fighters approaching the Kapisi.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat. Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Strike systems online. We've got hostile on sensors. Confirm visual. Alert, alert. PC carrier taking fire. Enemy fighters have engaged. Hostile light attack vehicle visually
Strike fighter
authenticated.
approach vector dialed in.
Attack course set. Hostile interceptor destroyed.
Damage assessment in. Carrier has suffered damage caused by overheat. Adjust.
Report. Enemy honor guard cruiser destroyed. Unidentified craft on approach. Mark the bearing.
Missile barrage detected. They're targeting both the Sakala and the Kapisi. Initiate evasive action.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Green light Galverian missile barrage detected. Take evasive action.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat. Strike fighter coordinates dialed.
Alert, alert. Allied carrier taking hostile fire. We're in the fight. Enemy armor on approach. Alert. Carrier hull at 75% integrity. Alert. Enemy heavy cruiser detected. Our bomber is under enemy fire. Alert. Friendly taking hostile fire.
Fighter approach vector dialed.
Combat alert. Bomber destroyed. Or set. Hostile designated. We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate. Hostile light attack vehicle detected.
Strike fighter approach
Hostile
vector
strike craft down. Strike systems online. Ready to burn. We got a railgun under fire.
Warning, carrier remains in overheat.
Alert. Rachel is under fire. Red alert. Command carrier taking fire. Railgun. Opened up. Strike fighter taking fire.
Runner.
Alert. Strike fighter destroyed. Battle report. Hostile battle cruiser eliminated. Down. Armored vehicle.
That's it.
We have defeated the Khan Tajuk's carriers. Let's move to open ground and get out of this canyon.
Yeah, let's
Bring
get
engines
out.
to full.
Alright. Just did it.
Personal log, Captain Roman Sajet, Expedition Carrier Kapisi. Sadim, a loathsome kith if ever there was one. Arrogant, self-righteous. Mashad, the Sakala captain, seems to have an agenda all of his own. He knows more than he's willing to share, I'm sure of it. Unfortunately, it's a tenet of war that you can't always choose your allies. How true. Truth is, we have no choice but to rely on one another. The Galcian keep throwing wave after wave at us, escalating their attacks, unafraid to sacrifice their forces to hold us at bay. Thankfully, the commanders at Tyr have confirmed our resupply. Without it, we will not be able to complete our expedition.
Alright, cool. Thanks for watching.